I mean, sometimes you just gotta drop it.
Next video Caleb uploads is gonna be an apology video.
Dude, it should be for all this shitty shit I make.
Oh. That was like 12 seconds. I think we're good.
That was cutting it close. It was cutting it close.
I was cutting it real
I like to live life on the edge.
Re-rack and stack them?
The one when Slap made the Baltimore joke, I was so taken aback at the joke itself. I didn't realize he swore in like the 4th second of the recording, and I had to go edit it out.
Oh, I saw
Sorry, we're only making 4 cents out of these.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 92.
Hey,
coming at you
Have
live.
they moved that ship out from behind the bridge yet, or is it still there? Speaking of Baltimore,
I don't know. Ask someone who cares.
I see that the feds finally raided that thing.
You see they're opening up an investigation about it? Like they're like
criminal one.
Like
Yeah,
2
they're
weeks later.
The guy literally phoned the dudes and told them to close the. Anyway, I'm drive-through. I'm here. Cody's here. Ben's here. Slap's here. Caleb's here. Rusty's here. It's a 6-pack. It's been a while since we've had one. Unfortunately, it will be the last ever episode of this show.
Definitely Monday as well.
It is some day of the week that this is uploaded. I may have forgotten to upload the
Saturday,
one
Sunday,
for a couple
Monday.
days.
Dude, I did appreciate all the viewers last week just on the last episode that were like the episode didn't come out at its like regularly scheduled slot on like Thursday at whatever the fucking time it is, and just all of the kids are like, it's dead, like it's dead, it's just dead.
There's
over.
no scheduled
Like,
slot. Like it just goes up Thursday whenever I feel like putting it up. It's always whenever I feel like making a thumbnail, which I don't usually do. And last week I just didn't feel like doing it, so I just didn't. But yeah, on Friday I got a lot of comments being like, "Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's over." On Saturday, someone tweeted at us. Tough scenes. But somehow we're still here for one final show. All right. I know it's already not Monday, but I do want to talk about NASCAR real quick because
Why?
the Xfinity race was amazing. What do you mean? Xfinity
fuck
at
did
Texas
they even
was
race,
sick. Oh my god.
I don't even like. I didn't even.
You're a
realize that.
zoomer.
Do you remember
one
the
ear
rest of
out
the
the
race?
other.
All I remember is that 2 cars finished close to each other.
That's all you need. But the rest of the race was good too. They were like actually racing each other.
Would have been better
and-
if Ryan Sieg won.
Yeah, it was
It would
like
have been.
he had an insane.
Yeah, how are
run
you
at the
gonna
end, bro.
let
He
Sam
was just
Mayer win?
ripping.
Like how? Like there's no scenario where these things should happen. Like I
It's-
could
it's-
beat Sam Mayer in anything.
It's literally like the equivalent of like a Truex winning a photo finish. It's like it just devalues it a little bit. If Ryan Sieg won that, oh man, would have been crazy. But he also did kind of shit the bed because he had that race won and then the lights were too bright and then he stepped on it and got beat.
Turn those
which is-
lights off. They're too bright.
They're too bright.
Yeah, they were definitely too bright for Ryan Sieg. And then the Cup Series went out there and had a lot of wrecks. There was a bump in 3 and 4 just claiming lives. I think we had like 6 cars back into the fence at least somewhere on the track. If it was 2022, we just have bodies. But instead, we just took out a bunch of great cars, and the racing was
There was no racing happening.
Dude.
The only racing that was happening was restarts.
You're missing the point. Was it an entertaining race? That's all that matters.
Entertaining doesn't mean it was a good race.
Was it entertaining? I would argue
Not
top
according to the
3
executive.
entertaining race of the
Not
year.
according to the kids that vote on Jeff Gluck's poll.
Dude, those all right.
Dude, yeah, those kids see like a Chase Elliott win and they're like all over it.
Oh,
Fucking-
yes. Great win. Chase
Well,
Elliott
it's
could
kinda
have
sucked.
won with
How
30
stupid
seconds.
NASCAR officiating is they had Brad Keselowski placed in 3rd all the way until like Monday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
I was like, anybody with eyes could have seen at the time of caution he passed William Byron because William Byron was in the process of wrecking Ross Chastain.
Yeah, just for
Yeah.
no reason. Can we talk about how that was kind of suspect? I
No,
know
Ross kind
I
of
know-
pulled it off the wall. I don't know. It was a little
he
bit.
was lifting a little
in
bit,
and
but then
out.
again, so could
watching
Byron dump it in front of
Byron's
the field.
onboard, it definitely looked like Ross Chastain had room up to the wall and he just didn't use it. He came down.
Yeah.
Alright, like,
Also, NASCAR on Fox, like just all-time garbage performance from the production, direction, everything
Why?
standpoint.
I feel like they're doing it on purpose. It
Yeah,
has to be on purpose.
The fact that
why is Jamie Little in the booth? It has to be on purpose.
let me put this out there. Reigning champion gets wrecked out of the race, like absolutely bowled over, put into the fence. Fox only catches the end of the incident. They're like, oh no, Ryan Blaney hit the fence. Something happened. Here's a replay where you can't see what happened. And then they're like, okay, now we're going to play the same replay again. We still can't tell what happened. We're going to like kind of talk about it a little bit and then forget about it. I look on Twitter like half an hour later and they've got the onboard from the car behind running his ass over and taking him out like I forget who. I think it was Ryan Preece. Just drove it the hell in there and just demolished him. And if you watch if you watched on TV,
the only way you can
idea.
watch the Fox broadcast is having Twitter open right next to you on your phone. It's the only way to follow it.
I do kind of appreciate that NASCAR goes out and just pulls the onboards and is like, here's what actually happened, because you can't see it on the television.
It's just like it's so consistently garbage. I feel like we shouldn't even like be talking about it anymore.
I
like,
agree.
It's the expectation that like going into the weekend that the Cup broadcast is going to be the biggest piece of shit that you've ever watched, and there's nobody talented even remotely close to the production trailer or the talent booth. It's like the talent it's just a wasteland. Like everybody associated with it needs to never go to any type of sports event ever again to cover it. Get the fuck back in the grandstands where you fucking belong, dude. Like it's a joke. It's genuinely ridiculous.
I respect
The
the
only
hell out of
way-
Mike Joy. I respect the hell out of Mike Joy, and he's one of my favorite commentators of all time. But he had a bad moment. Yeah, he had a bad moment during the race. It was shortly after Larson's tire came off, and they did like that little like 3D like graphic thing to like explain. Like,
When the
whole,
caution
lug
came,
nut.
yeah.
And yeah, Mike Joy is trying to explain like the inner workings of the mechanism of how like the single lug nut works, and he just brain locked for like a solid 10 seconds, and it was just 10 seconds of dead air, like after he stuttered and just stopped talking before he like thought of what to like say again.
Did you see
that clip might be somewhere, but
did you see the Kevin Harvick joke? I saw Steve Luvender tweet about it. He said some like dumb.
He didn't
joke.
use it correctly this week.
I forget what the hell. It was just like a stupid little like something, and then there's just 10 seconds of completely dead air.
Yeah, no, it was he was joking about Chastain's crew chief. He said Phil Surgeon like really like surgically did something and then just
I do remember that.
I remember that.
yeah, and then like
remember hearing that.
Lavender put a tweet out about it, but literally it's like how
Oh.
Caleb is like the master of just like killing himself live.
Oh,
man.
he's
I love
back.
a good
He's back.
Caleb
He's back.
death on
He's
the
back.
podcast. Hello.
God damn it.
But seriously, the only way to follow NASCAR when Fox is broadcasting it is literally put on your headphones, bring your phone with you, go for a 2.5 hour walk and listen to MRN.
What's better? What's worse after a bad joke on air, like the dead air like that, or the fake broadcaster?
The dead air. Dead air.
Yeah,
Dead air,
definitely,
100%.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I've made my share of bad jokes, and when I just get straight up ignored, like your face gets red, and you're just like internally, you're just like, I'm literally the dumbest human on the planet. Like, there's nothing that will ever top this.
So to DT's point, when they completely botched something at some point in the race, I don't even remember what it was. They were literally asleep at the wheel. NASCAR and Fox decides to do their sponsor plug of whatever ice cream custard product they have. And it's like, yeah, they're doing the Days of Thunder bit, but they chose the worst time to do the bit. So instead of actually covering the race, they cut to them eating ice cream. It's like, you should not have chosen that time. That's what I mean. They're laughing at us in our face. And I got another one for you guys. This isn't really Fox's fault. Oh, actually, I'm putting this on Fox. Super crucial point of the race. This is how absurd NASCAR and Fox is. So there's a caution that comes out at a highly crucial point of the race, towards the end of the race, where the field is frozen to determine the starting order. Instead of linking, like even a security cam footage with the time the button was hit and showing you the frame, they cut to a CGI unlicensed photo or 3D graphic of 3D cars that aren't even the right cars, and it's like a straight on shot, and they're like you're looking at the cars head on, you're like, oh, by this graphic, Chase Elliott's the leader of the race. It's like, no, I want to see the goddamn race cars on the timed with the freaking button. I don't understand why it's so hard. It should be automated. It should be like an algorithm. You tap the button, it spits out like a screenshot. We can do this right here, right now, while we're streaming, and if we have it on our Stream Deck. Just hit the Stream Deck button, spit out the thing, over, put it on the broadcast. Fox is, that's classic Fox, making things way more difficult and over the top than they need to be. Just like do the basics, promote the product. Don't show us like. All right, move on.
It's the exact same thing that happened at the end of the Daytona 500, and they're like, "Oh, who was leading at the time of the caution?" It's like, how do I have a system that when they push the button, takes a picture, boom, that's who won the race, done.
I just like, I'm envisioning myself watching like the fucking Super Bowl. And there's like a line of scrimmage call. They're like, I don't know if he got the first down. Let's go to this picture that we have from fucking Madden 04 of like the fucking ball carrier. And it's like, dude, like, what are we doing?
What I don't understand is we have all this technology in these cars. We got the GPS trackers and everything. Why can't, whenever we hit the yellow button, that it just freezes the positions of where these cars are?
Because
like,
they're stupid. Because they're dumb. There's no
the other thing I was thinking of is like, we have the throttle position. I was
gonna say we have the SMT data like instantly. Like,
right. So at Richmond, we could have seen that Denny Hamlin slammed
100%.
the throttle before he hit the line. Like, we have the technology to do that. Why doesn't the officials have that technology?
They broadcast in 720p. They are.
I have more technology than fucking NASCAR with my fucking shitty iRacing shit.
It's true.
Another thing, not to get too far off on a tangent here, but like, I know, but just, I don't know if anybody else here listens to Denny Hamlin's podcast.
First thing, I get the notification.
Yeah, dude.
And I hit
I was
play.
gonna
That is
ask
one of the
if he said
podcasts I
anything
listen
about his
to.
wreck.
The thing that stuck out to me is the entire concept of the next gen at like specifically 1.5 mile tracks was they were like, we designed this body to be like completely symmetrical. So we like take out like the entire like side force component. Like there's going to be no aero dependency on these race cars. Denny Hamlin on his podcast said when he went down into turn 3 with Chase Elliott, he said he was like fully committed. Like he knew like the moment that Chase Elliott cleared him, that he was just going to fucking spin out and die. And it's just, it strikes me as odd for a race car that's supposed to be like completely not aero dependent whatsoever, that the moment you get cleared by another race car, it just means that you're going to fucking die on the high side. It's just.
Yeah, no, everyone was talking about that bump. It did look like a little bit of aero loose as well.
Can we just say that we just got to go up to NASCAR management and NASCAR headquarters, unmarked
Just kill them all. Kill them all.
Bags over the head, and we just need to haul them to re-education camps. Like the people need to be they need to go. We need like a Stalin-esque purge. just you know how like Stalin would have like his dudes. He was just like, I don't like this guy anymore. He would just like get rid of me, like Photoshop him out of all the pictures and everything. We just need to like do a Stalin-esque purge where we just do not acknowledge that anything from 2017 onwards ever happened.
Dude,
like Steve O'Donnell, don't know
From
who
2003 onwards.
Never heard of them. I don't know what you're talking about. Just completely unperson them.
Hear me out.
Just completely start over. We gotta do the
Unpersoning
purge.
again.
Dude, just hear me out. I feel like we need to lobby. We need to work. We need to build ourselves up a little bit. Get official like Shrimp NASCAR media passes, and then just all weekend like just target Steve O'Donnell and Steve Phelps. Just like hire like hypnotists or something. Just be like little pocket watch. Like, ooh, you want to give us like horsepower? You want to take away the chase? Please give us horsepower. Just until they break. Kill yourself.
I was thinking like Inception. You just whisper in their ear while they sleep, like more horsepower, less downforce.
Just like subliminally message them like over the track, like PA, just while they're blasting music. Just like, you want to give us 900 horsepower so bad.
Or just like Dude and 2 yell at them.
Look, they give shitty website fucking writers passes to NASCAR races. Why not us?
That rolls us into the What's Twitter Doing segment. I don't know if you saw it. I almost don't want to perpetuate it because everyone's seen it. But there is a Twitter clip of specifically...
Is this the Reddick one?
one of the
Yeah.
front stretch dudes who they just like they've
I've
got
seen
like
this
2 or
one.
3 dudes at every race, and they do the classic like post race. Dude gets out of the car, here's a phone in your face, and here's some dumb question. Or they'll be the guys that'll like record them answering other people's questions and then just post it.
Oh yeah.
And there's one specific clip of one specific dude talking to Tyler Reddick and just biffed it. Like it was he didn't ask a question. Like he
What is
started
this?
waffling on about this thing.
Waffle.
That was the
I'm gonna pull the clip up. Fuck it.
Am I gonna die from?
Yeah,
cringe?
dude.
Yeah, don't play it. We've all seen
I'm
it.
playing
Don't
it.
play it.
No, they haven't seen it. They haven't seen it.
I don't want to like turn inside out from cringe.
I've not watched it because I did not want to deal with the cringe.
I have not seen this.
I
I
just
want to watch it just because I do.
Like,
wanna
am I
do it.
the only person who like literally can't watch cringe? Like it's
Oh
physically
no, hell no, yeah,
painful
no,
to watch
it's
it.
bad, dude.
Can you
Okay,
guys
I don't
link
wanna-
it so
I don't
I
wanna
can watch
spoil
it if you're not
do
gonna
it.
play it?
Leave
trying
the
to
kid
find
alone.
it.
Leave the kid
Hold on.
alone.
Maybe they deleted
Nah,
it.
He's
nah,
only
if you're gonna-
human.
Did they delete it? No way. Who's the idiot DBC guy? Big the MRN
Greg
guy.
Griffin.
No, actually, it's not DBC. The
Freddy Kraft.
No,
Moody.
Moody. That's
There
what it
was
is.
Rusty said
so
that
bizarre
zero
movie.
hesitation.
Well, I was trying to think of the guy DT would hate. So.
Dude,
Dave Moody retweeted. I know that. Oh, here we go. All right.
Oh no.
If you're not gonna play it, can you at least link it so I can watch?
No, I'm gonna play
playing it, baby. Let's go.
We're gonna
Oh,
play it.
boy. Oh boy.
That face
Dude,
starts
if,
it off.
yeah, if he looked at me like that, I'd be like, you know what? Have a good day.
Well, the thing is, the phone is like right in his face too. All right, let's see if we can get audio out of this.
Race face digital.
Yeah, they have a sponsor on the screen too.
There were times where you seemed to be the dominant guy out there. There was a point where you were about 0.4 of a second faster than anybody else out there.
Stop it.
Unfortunately,
Stop it.
Shut up.
We were able to run Hamlin down after that. It's a bit disappointing to end up fourth, but it could have been far worse.
It's not a question.
Oh no.
who the fuck is that?
And he shakes the phone around.
Take the fucking credential away yesterday, dude. Who is that?
So, there are a bunch of people who are defending him for posting that, which is incredibly questionable. Because,
Yeah, because they would have fucking said the same thing, like Tyler Reddick up in their face. They would have been like,
dude, he can't even hold the phone straight. He's like, here's a whole run-on sentence. Disappointing. And then Reddick's like,
I love the
yeah.
like just visible confusion of like Reddick just
yeah,
being like,
he's like
what,
trying
what?
to piece together
Like,
what the
where's
guy's
the
saying.
question?
There wasn't a question. It was just him waffling on about like, here's how this thing went, and then this happened, and then that happened.
I don't know how to describe it.
Dude hit publish on that. Dude, like,
He did hit publish.
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
He did that and then thought, like, yep, send
It might just be me, but like after baking in the Texas infield for like 3.5 hours and then like walking up, that combined with the voice, combined with the question, combined with the camera work, I just know exactly how he smells, dude. Like I can just like got it. Like it,
There was no deodorant on that man.
I
just
was
straight
following
onions, dude.
the discourse around this, and there were Jesus Christ, there were a lot of people
Maybe he
being
should
like,
have gone next to Denny's, so at least the piss smell would have hidden it.
there were a lot of dudes being like, oh well, he's like a good reporter, like he's been doing work for like a bunch of different things, and he's been working for like 10 years, and I'm like, how would someone who has done all that go up to a driver and just and then just publish it? I don't know. That's just
Listen, in my Stalin-esque purge, there will be a lot fewer media credentials getting
Just-
passed around.
the whole like dudes finishes the race and then they have to just stand next to their car, say the same thing 5 times to all these dudes holding phones in their faces. Kill it. Literally kill it. Like
This is
Oh,
why
here it
Chase
is.
Elliott shows no emotion whatsoever, so he can get home as fast as possible.
it honestly should be like F1 where they have a little media pen. The drivers get out of the car, do their thing, get changed. They go in there. There's 3 like actual network reporters who they say the same thing to 3 times and then go home. Done. That's it. That's all we need.
Yeah, it should be like a UFC, like Dana White, like media scrum. Like he sits in one spot, everybody's got like their cameras out. You know, he's like, "All right, you ask a question, you
They
ask
do
a
that for
question."
the
He
winners,
does,
which makes sense.
yeah, but that's what it should be for everybody. It's like, hey, we got like one scrum, one chance to like ask questions, and it's everybody all at once, and then after that, you're done.
It's the little like post-race pit road dance where everyone has to like run around, and it's I don't like it. It just creates stuff like that.
I guess
I did see a lot of people saying like, imagine asking that question to 2012 Kurt Busch.
It refrains me from beating the shit out of you.
You probably wouldn't
Dude,
refrain.
2002 Tony Stewart.
I was
Yeah,
about to
Tony
say,
Stewart.
just whenever I think of that Kurt Busch video clip, I just imagine like it just makes me laugh every time. Like imagining Bob Pockrass's like horrified face is like Kurt Busch is like Bob Pockras is like just sitting there like, is this guy about to fucking like assault me? Like what's about to happen?
It refrains me from not beating the shit out of you.
Just Bob like, okay.
I've got one more thing for what's Twitter doing segment this week, and that is Hendrick Motorsports, hot off of their win with the 9 car, posted this tweet, which first of all starts with ICYDK, which I guess means in case you didn't know, but I've never seen that used before. And they're like, hey, here's the number 9 pit stop, the fastest pit stop in the mono lug arrow, 8.49 seconds. To which point a lot of people immediately responded, that's literally not the fastest pit stop. Like, it's just factually untrue. But they left it up anyway. Stuart Haas posted that, you know, they actually have the fastest pit stop, and it was pretty well documented too. And then Hendrick Motorsports has a now deleted response where they said, sorry, we were too busy posting win content, and then got cold feet and deleted it. And we're like, oops.
Is a bigger boomer running the Hendrick Twitter account than SHR?
Yeah, it's tough. If you get shown up by SHR on social
That's
media
pretty
in the year
bad.
2024, it's impressive.
Well, I mean, besides like race car speed, I feel like Hendrick's been outshone in pretty much every category by every other team. And
Yeah, someone's been shitting on their shirts this week, rightfully so, because Chase Elliott finally wins after however many races, and they just put out like
a shit
bad
Suarez
3D
banger.
render with some text. Yeah, literally like a Suarez shirt. Yeah, it's disgusting.
I would like to submit a contribution to the What is Twitter segment doing because it made me laugh a lot.
Oh, I'm not. This
Did
is.
you see this?
I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
wanna talk
play
about
this.
Don't play it. I just want to talk about it.
It's just
What about
really
the
like.
Gatzilla?
Yeah, it's really cringe, dude.
Oh,
It's more
It's
cringe.
so
content.
cringe.
Rusty knows what I'm talking
No,
about.
but this is like
I have no
incel cringe. So,
Yeah, dude. It's like bad cringe.
Caitlin Clark is gonna play for the Indiana WNBA team, and apparently she does a little like heart thing with her hands to her family
Josh
after
Williams.
every game. And in the press conference, some reporter did it to her. Here, I'm just gonna show. Like, I'm not gonna play the video, but he did the heart thing, and she was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Like that's the thing I do to my family." And the reporter just said, "Start doing it to me, and we'll get along just fine." And she was like,
That is
he was
pretty
like,
bad.
yeah.
Dude, the ratio on that tweet is generational. It is a generational fucking ratio. It's got like everybody's just making fun of this dude. If you go to this dude's Twitter account, I think his last tweet has like 30 likes and it's like 4.6 thousand comments or something like that. Like they are lighting his ass up.
Yeah, the comments are solid. And these are only the check mark ones.
Yeah, let me find it.
All the people
Greg
that haven't been
Doyle for the
shadow banned.
Indianapolis Star. Oh yeah. He said, today in my uniquely oafish way, while welcoming at Caitlin Clark to Indy, I formed my hands into her signature little emoji. My comment
put a link to
afterward
this.
was clumsy and awkward. I sincerely apologize. Please know my heart, literally and figuratively, was well-intentioned. I will do better. It has 1.5 million views, 1.6 thousand comments, 929 retweets, and 1.6 thousand likes.
That is
everybody
not
in the comments.
good.
It was just such a weirdo, like first words spoken to a woman moment. Oh,
That dude has
man.
never occupied the space.
Yeah,
Just
he was
a-
definitely just cranking his hog 5 minutes.
God. Just imagine being in that room, man. The air would be heavy.
We got to
God.
start tamping down on media credentials. Like there's got to we just got to cull the herd, man.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
good thing that like the WNBA, like all their shortcomings, they know how to fucking like put shit like that out. Whereas like NASCAR, I feel like we would have gotten like 15 Jim Utter and Jeff Gluck tweets about like what just happened in the media center, like just super cryptically, just not telling shit about what's
Oh
happening.
yeah.
God. I feel like there's a line between like content creator, like here's what I do, here's what I'm doing, and like actual like journalist, media member. I'm actually reporting on this sport.
Even the like certified ones are stupid. Like, how does
Oh,
Jada
that's true.
Fryer hear that Roger Penske or Chip Ganassi, whoever runs the fuck over a dog and is like, I just heard an insider scoop about a team owner coming in 5. Like,
Yeah, and then be like, hey guys, Chip Ganassi just ran over Devlin DeFrancesco's dog.
and then just everybody's
He's
like, why is
dead
this
in the
news?
parking lot. It's like right before the race starts. Jesus Christ. All right, let's do some friggin' Drip or Drown.
We're not going to talk about UFC 300. Damn,
We can talk about UFC 300. That was kind of based.
it was
took
based.
all
Fucking Max
goddamn
Holloway's
night,
a
but-
goddamn
God
savage.
damn.
He's just an assassin.
The made up belt was worth it.
The made-up
we
belt
were all
was like
clowning on that. The
actually insanely
BMF
sick.
championship. We were like, "Oh, this is a fake belt. This is stupid. I can't believe." And then like it was based.
It was like a
Yeah.
generational fight. And then the little stand and bang at the end. Just, oh, good
Oh,
fight.
did you
Good
see
pop.
like the boxing fans talking about like, oh, that was proof that it was staged? You're like, look, he gave him a hand signal. I was like, no, he's been doing that for like 10 years. Like, go back and watch his fight against Ricardo Lamas. Like, he would like anytime he's in a close fight, he wants to provoke his opponent into a wild exchange. He just says,
And it worked.
he does
It
this,
worked.
and it fucking works every
Yep.
time. He's just like, all right, dude, I'll fucking bang, and then they just start trading fucking haymakers to each other, and somehow Max always fucking wins.
The last
Sick.
second, flat on the ground.
Latest knockout in
amazing.
UFC history.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
1
great.
second left on the clock.
Yeah, you can't make that up.
Oh, and then Alex Pereira, like it got like a low kick, and then like Herb Dean's like, all right, time, and he just like pushes Herb Dean away. Doesn't even fucking look at Herb Dean. Just keeps looking at his opponent, and then just shuffles forward, left hook on the ground. It's over.
Based.
Alex Pereira is a fucking assassin. I don't know how Israel Adesanya came back and beat him the second time.
Caleb, we got to go to a race and find the first NASCAR official. Just point at the
Just have Caleb just like stripped down to nothing but like boxing shorts, like, fingerless gloves, and then just point down at the ground. Just like, come on, dude, come here.
We might need to like take a picture or something as a meme, just going up to some official.
I have the Winston official shirt. We can do
dude,
it
yeah,
that way.
dude, get banned. Yeah, to just walk up just in the fucking.
They
Based.
have like your like 90s analog headset on too, and just like point down at the fucking ground.
All
Who's
right.
the guy that separated Chastain and Gregson last year? Like, we just need to fucking find him. Just get the fuck over here and just.
We saw him on pit road at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, I
Hard to
know.
miss
It's
him.
like a fucking.
Okay, we talked about some paint schemes last week. I only have like 3 to show you. We talked
You know
about
what I was
this.
thinking about?
Oh my god, what?
I'm gonna cut. No, it's about paint. Keep going. I'm cutting you off. Show the paint. I was thinking about how we gave away the drippies or whatever last year.
Yeah.
And, I don't think there's been a single good scheme all season.
I think the Hendrick schemes in Martinsville were good.
Yeah,
I think they're a little.
The Ruby was all right.
they were good, but they weren't like generational.
Not drippy
Yeah,
material.
that's fair.
Like
I
I was
haven't
thinking about
seen a
Allgaier's
cup
Reese's
this
car,
year.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
We got time. It's still early.
They've got the new
one of the-
Wendy's stuff, right?
One of the paint. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We talked about the Stuart Friesen Chili's truck last week and couldn't decide whether it'd be based or cringe.
That was based.
And yeah, it's based. It actually looks sick printed on the truck. It looks better than on the render even. And it like where they just slapped the menu around the truck and just put a big chili on it. It actually
Chicken
like
crispers.
it goes hard, dude. This is sick. Just throwing the menu on it. Look at paper mache, dude. We always talked about how much we love just throwing food on the side of a race car, and it's just all over this thing. Just tons of burgers and tenders and friggin' whatever those
It's a
are.
banger.
Those are like potato skins.
Appetizer
It's like-
sampler, I think.
Dude, we got ribs.
Potato skins filled with chili.
Shout out to Chili's.
Chili's.
Oh, another good one from last week. Sammy Smith and the Pilot Flying J thing. I just love that he's
Okay,
just
that's a
got
good
some big ass drinks on the hood. Like it's not like
coffee.
you know, here's a pilot logo. It's like nah, you get a big hot coffee and a big cold coffee. And this is.
I like how as it goes towards the 8, it kind of like swirls, like he's adding creamer to it, like that swirly kind of like gradient color.
Mm-hmm.
based. Yeah, this is a Blackbeard design. It goes hard as per usual. And then the only other car I want to talk about last week is just because we were reminded that Harrison Burton is in fact in the Cup Series when he got to the lead office on pit strategy and then fell like
it
a
was
rock.
sick.
And then yeah, absolutely just went to the back of the pack. But
We all thought it was Ross Chastain, to be fair.
he's
Yeah.
driving the like Penske Freightliner base, and it does look kind of like Ross Chastain. Okay, stuff coming up soon. Wendy's are doing their Shane Van Gisbergen deal. He's running both
Based.
cars at Talladega, so the Cup Car 16 and the Xfinity 97, which they ran different designs on. Also, their Daniel Hemrick is driving this horrifying thing. But yeah, just big thing of fries on the side.
Oh, it's
blue
got
flames. Yeah.
Bloom
my
through the blue
boy.
flames is sick.
It's not as good as the like Gregson Wendy's one, like the
No, not
62
quite.
car, but still really good. The Xfinity one, I don't know if I'm sold on it. Suarez drove basically this thing on the number 14 colleague car at Daytona. I guess
Hold
that
on,
had the
that's
like
based.
locks and stuff.
That's
but
based. Dipping the
It just has fries in
Frosty.
the frosty, which
That's the move. That's
That is
the move
base, but
base.
the scheme all around
it's
is
so
like, eh.
it's invisible. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
popping
Wendy's.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one with the Wendy's girl on the front and the like locks down the side, I think was better than this. I don't know. I don't know how you put out two cars that look completely different and one of them's way better than the other. I think that's all. Oh, Brennan Poole is going to be running a throwback to himself at Talladega to when he won
We
that
don't have the
Talladega
V8
race.
supercar Wendy's car.
No, you're not even talking about the best car that
I'm not talking
Trackhouse
about the
released
V8
this week.
supercars one. It was just kind of a standard Wendy's thing. Oh yeah, they
You're
did a
standard
different.
Wendy's thing.
Yeah, they just
Alright.
dropped the.
They updated the Tootsie's car and now it's like black. Supposedly, they're using some kind of like new black metallic wrap, but we'll see how it looks when it's on the actual car. And then one last stripper drown per popular request. The Browns are bringing back. Is this not a video?
No,
Why'd
I
you link this?
didn't put the video in there because fuck the videos. But yeah,
Anyway,
we're
they're-
bringing back the white face mask, the glossy helmet. We're back. The helmets are gonna look great.
Yeah. I saw a cool video. I think it was from. It's a Riddell, whatever the company that makes it is, but they put a video of them like painting it and putting the graphics on it, which I thought was kind of cool. All right, that's all the drip or drown. Unless I missed anything, I don't think I did. Let's move on to the planet. Animal Planet, where we talk about animals. It was supposed to be usually for Cody going to dirt tracks, but I guess that season's like kicking off now, right? Are you going anywhere?
I was supposed to do a little swing in Iowa this weekend, but that got rained out. So something else came together. I'm actually going out to Toledo Speedway to film the USAC Silver Crown, be the wireless cam on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
So
is that on pavement?
It is.
Ooh.
I don't have to get all muddy.
Do we have any
Toledo should have some good animals.
I can zip around my scooter in the infield.
No.
any animals to report on this week?
No, I've been at home. Nothing this week.
Me neither. I didn't really do anything. Wow, it might be empty. Rusty, what have you been up to? Anything interesting? For work or for pleasure?
Yes and no. But I have I guess a funny little bit, but I didn't come prepared. So something
You
that
don't have
made
to
me
come
laugh all
prepared.
day today was the
None of
idea
us are
of
prepared.
receiving a promotion via death. And
What do you mean by that?
so when
Like the vice
when-
president?
no, so when,
Posthumous promotion.
so when you work at a company, the only way to move up is if people like quit, they get fired, or they die. So it's kind of a seniority ladder. So you're kind of just hanging right at the cusp, you know. You're about to make it like big time in your career, you know, and then just somebody just dies, and like you're like all the coworkers show up to the fucking funeral, like, and they're just like, and the guy that gets promoted up into that guy's position is just like secretly just fucking jacked.
Loving
He's just
it,
in a
yeah.
great mood. Like that's like what, like the whole scenario of it, because everybody in the system is thinking the same thing. They'll never admit it. They're all sizing up the older guys. They're looking at the people that are a little bit out of shape. They're just like they see how some people drive and just move around. They're like, you just kind of licking your chops a little bit, you know, like. You kind of like do a power ranking of which one of these bastards is about to go first, and because you're just you're just moving up, you're taking advantage of the opportunity. So I'm curious if you guys have had any experience in your life with anything as cutthroat as a life and death ladder system.
At
Kevin Harvick did
UPS,
it.
it's like at UPS is like that, but we have a union, so we don't have to work till we die.
Same thing,
that-
government. You just wait for the guy to retire.
Well, that's where the bit started. You work your dick off for like 30 years at UPS, and then you retire. And how many stories do you hear? Like the week people retire, they just straight up just die, and then somebody gets promoted. Like it's it's the best. It is the best.
The way it works is like it starts like swirling around. It's like, hey, so and so is gonna retire here soon. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Who's gonna get his route? Because
Blood in the water.
Because you bid on routes in order of seniority. So like the best routes, like up in the mountains, you make like 50 deliveries a day. You're mostly just like driving around, and just like the cushiest route you could imagine. And it's just like, oh, who's gonna get their out? Who's gonna get their out? Oh, and then like once somebody gets it, everything starts shuffling underneath it, and it's just dudes are just like trying to like cut in, like I want this route, I want to get that, but I don't bid on routes. I'm still in like what they call coverage. So like my route's different every day. It's like whoever called in sick, who's on vacation. I like the variety and all that, but it's just fun watching like the dudes just be like, no, dude, I want that route. Fuck you. I've been working this shit ass route for 5 years. Fuck you. I want to get that good shit.
It's straight up Game of Thrones. Like I swear to God, people could collude and just eliminate people. Like bodies will just disappear one day.
I literally saw two dudes like talking to each other. It's like, look, dude, let me take this route. I got 6 weeks of vacation this year. You're gonna be able to do that route 6 weeks out of the year, and then next year, we'll alternate. And dude, it's like backroom dealings are happening. Dudes are like wheeling and dealing with each other. Like the people are coordinating vacations. That way they can both be off at the same time. That way something will open up so somebody else can get it, or they can keep it safe or what the fuck ever. It's just like I remember like sometimes like it's not even that. Sometimes it's just because we fucking hate a manager, like, and we're like, how best can we screw this guy over? Because I remember there was one dude. He was a piece of shit. He doesn't work there anymore. He ended up getting fired and like escorted out of the building because he was manipulating people's time cards.
Oh my!
Ooh.
And
labor laws don't
I remember
like that.
I remember me and like my two best buddies at work, we fucking hated this dude, and we were in his like supervisor group. So we're like, dude, we are like the three. He would like always tell us, it was like, you guys are the three best guys in my group, but he would always give us the most shit ass jobs, the worst fucking routes, because like, oh, you guys are really good, you'll get it done, and you're just like, that's the last thing I want to fucking hear from your dumb ass. But we like coordinated one year, and we all had our third week of vacation, so we're like, let's make it so every single week 2 or even 3 of us are on vacation at the same time, so we fuck this guy over. and like, dude, like every week it was like 2 or 3 of us were off, and so we're then he has to bring in replacements, and they're not as good, and his number keeps cratering. I guarantee you, we are the force that made him freak out and start manipulating time cards so he can make his number. Because it was like a year later, he like ended up getting fired over that, and like I went up to my buddy Zach. I'm like, Zach, did we get so and so fired? And he's like, I know we did some nefarious shit. I don't know but he, that's all on him. He's the one who decided to break the fucking rules.
Base.
I love it.
All right. I guess if you enjoy the sound of Slap Shoes talking, we're gonna roll into the next segment. And it has been a little while, but it has
been a little while.
It's good to be back. Slap, what do you want to talk to us about today?
All right, I want to talk to you about America's favorite pastime, mass shootings.
Play it.
It's time for Slap's crazy ass moments in history.
All right, where are we going? Who's getting shot today?
So this was the stupidest mass shooting attempt in American history. Nobody died except the gunman.
Oh no.
That's a
KD
big
of
shooting.
0. That's tough.
So I know this guy's name. I just choose not to say it because he's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
Okay.
But he served like 2 years in the army. By all accounts, he was like very like socially inept. He's a fucking weirdo. And
That's how all these start.
he got somehow like honorably discharged like before his contract was even up. Like even the U.S. Army's like, we're fucking done with this dude. Get him out. But he got honorably discharged, and then his parents like weren't trying to like get him help. His brother did try to get him like some help, and his brother ended up ratting him out to the feds. He was like, hey, like he's got like nothing good going for him. He's saying like weird stuff on social media. You should look into that. And the feds are of course do what they always do, like okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever. And then don't
tell him to not do that.
Yeah, so he's just like, he would just post like these. He was like posting to social media, like when I say social media, I don't mean 4chan. I mean like on Facebook and Instagram, just nonsensical videos, him showing off like this AR he's building. And yeah, at one point he has like this video where he has like his grease sickles like in his face, and he's just like going on about just some random shit. He's like, a lot of people like to tell you like what you can and can't eat. When those people tell me what I can't eat, I get angry. And he's just like total nonsense. Like this is obviously dude who's like off his fucking rocker and needs professional help.
Yeah, it seems like someone.
Jesus, is on
Dude, yeah, I was about to say cheese whiz on the fucking nightstand, dude.
That seems like
So,
someone
like,
we'd
this
want to
dude-
be able to buy guns, right?
Yeah, but this is America, and I mean, he hadn't done anything illegal yet, but he makes like this weird like AR build, like it's held together literally by duct tape. There's no front sight. He gets like a $20 Amazon Red Dot sight.
Oh, it is
on
literally
it.
held together by duct tape. Can I show this?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is- It is literally held together by duct tape.
Oh my!
Jesus.
So yeah, that's him like doing the
Him in
deed. So
ties
he
and boots
decides like it's weird because he lived in Texas. Like you could just buy one off the shelf, like no questions asked. But he decides
Without
to
duct
do
tape.
that shit.
Just go to the Guns R Us.
Yeah, but he decides his the target where he's gonna like go out in a blaze of glory or whatever is the Dallas Federal Courthouse. This is in March, or I don't know if it's March, but it's in 2019. And he decides the Dallas Federal Courthouse, that's going to be where it is. So he gets like decked out. He's got his like belt rig on with like all of his magazines ready to go. But his problem was he didn't scope the place out at all. And he just like rolls up there and sees a crowded foyer, fires off 9 shots, doesn't hit anybody. But there is a photographer right outside who is there to do just like standard, like inside the courtroom, just taking pictures of the judge and the defendant and all that stuff. And he actually got that picture of him while he was reloading from his first salvo.
Dude, it's a 6 shot.
And got that. Yeah, so he just like stood right in front of him, popped off that photo, and you could see like in his eyes, like that dude is in way too deep. He wants to get out, but he's in too deep. He realizes
not a killer, dude.
Yeah, he's fucked. He realizes like I'm not cut out for this. I'm not him.
Bro realizes he's not built for this.
His eyebrows
no
like
dog
the
in him whatsoever.
cartoon like outward like motion where they look like sad and innocent instead of like the inward where they look angry.
Yeah. So if you show, I think I had a
Sad
third
and
picture.
scary.
It was like from an adjacent building for like up on one of the upper stories. And the photographer literally like gets that picture and he just goes behind the pillar and he just chills.
Oh, that's the
there.
photographer.
Yeah, that's the photographer. That's like right where he was. And so the gunman tries to go back for a second round at it. And there's a police officer who basically has his bearings, figured out what's going on. And they did some ballistic forensics and they found out the police officer was all the way in the back of the foyer, had an open lane, and fired a shot from 170 feet away and nicked him right in his heart.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And if you go back to like the photo of the gunman, he has like a vest on, but it's like a flak jacket. He was not built for this. So he has his flak jacket, and it's not.
I'm saying, look at his eyes. You realize he's not built for this.
He is not.
Fucking loser.
So that flak jacket's not really meant to stop bullets at all. I don't know why he bought that, why he thought that was a good fit, but you see that big opening for the arm, so you can have like full range of motion, everything. The police officer got like right underneath the armpit, went straight through the lung, nicked his heart, and so he got hit by that. He stumbles out into the parking lot, and then pisses himself and dies. That is not an exaggeration. It's not an exaggeration. There's another picture. I couldn't show it to you because it's basically a dead body at that point. But he like literally pissed himself. There's like a puddle like in his pants, and he like there's medics like on him like trying to like see if they can like resuscitate him or whatever. Like he literally pissed himself and died. That was the end of it. Fired off
Incredible.
9 shots, didn't hit anybody. Police officer got one shot off from 170 feet. Perfect. And ended that in one go. And to this day, like his parents who didn't try to like help him or whatever, says the gunman didn't mean to hurt anybody, but he brought 150 rounds of live ammunition with him. So let's let you know like how
Those are the parents that need to be tried for those crimes and sent to prison.
I know those are the people who need to do the hard time, honestly. But yeah, that was a guy who realized he was not built for this, and to this day, people still clown on him. Every once in a while, I'll see that picture of him like fumbling the reload or whatever. He's like fumbling the reload. The people post that and like just like laughing at him, like still to this day. Which
Look at this dude. Like
Pissed
even just
himself
looking
and
at him.
died might be a front runner for the title.
he's a nerd. He's a nerd.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Napoleon Dynamite, dude.
He thought he
looks
was like Neo.
He looks like Lester from GTA, but not in a wheelchair.
Also, he brought a
He looks
sword
like
with him. You can see the scabbard for it on his.
I was worried about that. I was like, that's kind of
sword.
that's
Oh
a big
my.
knife. What?
Yeah, he had like a sword.
Dude,
he had
more
bought and
duct tape.
brought
What
that
is he
with him.
doing, man?
So this dude definitely like inhabited 4chan, right? Like he was definitely just
Oh.
on that shit.
100%.
100%. Total
God.
autist and got what he fucking deserved.
All right.
Yeah, he had it coming.
That's
But
just like
I like it's weird that like in the mainstream media it didn't get a whole lot of attention, but I would be posting that like on every news channel every day. Be like, hey, if you're thinking about doing this is what's gonna fucking happen to you. You're gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
a
just gonna
nerd.
make fun of. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be made fun of. You're gonna be a nerd who's gonna be like not built for this.
So remember, do your homework, scope out the place, learn how to reload first, and buy a better vest. It'll be
to
more
any
successful.
Shrimp Hours viewers contemplating a mass shooting, just know that we will make fun of you when you are shot and killed, and you will be fucking dunked on for the rest of time for being a loser.
You will get
Make
ratioed on
make
to
sure
it.
your equipment is fastened with duct tape. It never fails, except for all the times that it did.
No, I got that gaffer's tape. You don't want to leave behind that residue.
It's true. All right. Let's roll into the media check-in, I guess. Is there any... I guess we'll quickly touch on space games since they finally updated Lethal Company, added some more dudes. Cody and Caleb have been playing it, but I haven't yet. How's the new stuff?
Try it tonight.
I've heard the mods don't work.
They do not work.
Yeah, you need to disable the mods to get. Like,
yeah, I gotta update the
content
pack.
to work.
I would feel. Yeah, I think that's with most
Yeah,
games.
there's a new moon. There's a new monster which we have not seen yet. There's 3
Oh.
new monsters apparently.
3 new monsters.
Oh,
We haven't.
Like-
we haven't found it yet. But
the
the funny
labyrinths
thing
are-
is,
I think even more redesigned than they were before.
yeah, there's like it's a new generation system for the labyrinths. But the funny thing is like with the mods, like you'd think you just load it in and it would just like the game wouldn't work. But the game worked like perfectly fine with the mods. We just got through like an entire quota and just like we didn't see a single monster the entire time. Yeah, like we didn't see a monster the entire time. We were like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like where's our new monsters? And there was just nothing. And then I looked it up. I was like, Lethal Company, no monsters spawning. And someone was like, yeah, mods fucking like just make monsters not spawn. And we are like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we were
And then, yeah.
outside at like 10 p.m. on like 2 nights. We're like, it's kind of quiet. There's no dogs or anything. And yeah, apparently that was a glitch that we just didn't realize.
Well, the funny thing too is that
explain it.
we turned the mods off, and literally the first, I think we went straight to Titan, but the first room we walked into, like Cody and I split off. I went left, he went right, and then he opened the door, and I just hear "Ah!" like behind me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is possibly like? And dude, there's literally just like a coil. Like as soon as you open the door,
I could probably
just,
find
like,
this clip. Dude, it was terrifying. Like literally the moment you walk in the door, like there's just a coil just standing there. I was
It's like
first
not
thing in the
expecting
morning.
weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's just
That's what I'm
rude.
like. I don't know. I've only ever felt this feeling with another game, Phasmophobia, before, where it's like I've played it for so long where I understand all the mechanics of everything, but I also have not played it in so long that like everything is new and scary again. To where like I just get jump scared. Like literally, I was walking through the labyrinth and there was like a copper pole, and for some reason it just like it got me. I was like, oh, like what the fuck is that? And then it was just like I'm just like, dude, I'm stupid.
You'll have that. My favorite Lethal Company moments are when I'm like really like locked into something, and I get jump scared at the point where I get the mouse shake. Like I go like the arm jerk, and you can see the dude's head go around.
I found it, by the way, if I'm somehow able to
Hold up, yeah.
And have my share your screen, media player. Here we go. Let me know if you got the audio.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna hear my microphone just cut out. It didn't even register. I should have seen it.
You should have seen it.
Yell.
Damn, dude.
Like I was like looking away at something else. I was not expecting that. Right me. Yeah, just literally first thing when you walk in.
There's also a new you can see me adorning the new bunny costume. Yeah. Dude, it's base. You
rabbit.
fucking dude, yeah, you put on the bunny costume and then every time you jump, it's just a little boing, 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 just over and over. But we found out that you can use it in conjunction with our little mods during the time that it was working. And dude, like every time that your character, if you do our twerk emote, it just like you just get a boing 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 just over and over.
That's pretty funny.
They did add a bunch of other sound effects too that are like interactive, like the brass bell. Every time you pick it up or drop it, it goes dong, like emits
Like
off
the
a loud
Taco
sound.
Bell.
It's like, oh shit, that's gonna attract the dog. Yeah, it's the Taco Bell.
Literally,
sound.
yeah, that's all the noisy things now. Like you can't just drop them to like make yourself indetectable. Like it'll emit like a super loud fucking sound that'll alert all the mobs near you. So it makes it a little more interesting.
That's fun.
Play tonight.
We will be
Maybe. I want to get people to play some freaking slapdick, man. It's like prime hockey season. Disgusting.
I have been cracked into hockey for the past week.
Hey, dude, playoffs start on Saturday.
Soccer.
Coming
We're
up.
so back.
Also, BeamNG got an update this week. They finally updated like one of my favorite cars in the game, which is Based, and they added Ben and I's like favorite drifter. Like they just put his car in the game, like not specifically licensed or anything, but like vaguely, like it's pretty obvious it's his car. Apparently they improved drifting, so I don't know. We'll have to try that, but it'll probably break all my mods, much like Lethal Company, unfortunately. All right. Do we have anything else before we open some mail?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. I've been playing
Since
through
you've been here?
the GTA series, through GTA 3 up to GTA 5. Right now I'm about 3/4 of the way through San Andreas, so I beat GTA 3 and GTA Vice City.
Which is crazy.
That's been
'cause
fun.
Vice City used to feel like, because I played it when I was really young, it used to feel like it's as big as the world. Like that game felt huge. But then I just watching you play through back, it's like you can just get through most of the story in like a couple days.
Yeah, that's one thing. Is like as a kid, like you don't realize, especially with GTA 3, like it's hard, especially when it's like the first game that you had on the PS2. Is like, okay, you're getting used to this, but like playing it now, it's like, oh, I flew through GTA 3, flew through Vice City, and now I'm like 3/4 of the way through San Andreas. So
San Andreas is big. I don't think I've ever
it's-
beaten San Andreas.
I've beaten it 3 times, and you don't want to know why. But yeah, I'm about to beat it a 4th time. So San Andreas is definitely the best out of the 3.
Pod.
All right, let's open some mail.
Send in your fucking mail. Wash your
fucking hands, slap.
Send in your fucking mail. Send them
Send
in,
them in,
guys.
guys.
Wash your fucking hands, slap. I don't give a fuck, man.
I don't give a fuck,
Better send
man.
in those emails at this point. Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail.
Remember, if you want to send us questions, comments, concerns, things to read, things that are interesting, send them to ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. We have spent the last few weeks complaining about how many emails we've gotten, which we might have done a bit too much because we only got 5 this week and 2 of them are from the same person. So send them in next
guys.
week. Send them in on a
Do
consistent
Do not
basis.
send them in.
Don't listen to Caleb Cinnamon.
Yeah, send them in.
Slap will get pissed if you
Slap
send them
is the
in.
one that complains the most.
Yeah.
No, I get complained when Caleb goes on about bullshit for 5 hours.
No, DT will be like, we had 11 emails this week, and Slap will be like, in the fucking show, in the show. Like,
I
It's
literally
true.
never said that, but okay.
you will not be perpetuating bullshit in my vicinity right now, Slap Shoes. I will
Go back
come
to
South
Target and
Carolina.
arrest homeless
I
people.
will arrest you next, Slap.
All right. We got a Mongols email, which are always questionable.
Mongols.
Yeah, that was the
Bestiality.
Mountain Lion bestiality dude. And he
Oh,
says, "Do you
God.
like eggs?" Yes. And he also says, "Is
No.
Eric Estep the most boring egg on NASCAR YouTube?" I would say he's one of the only decent ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Andrew R sent in his usual email, and he sent in some fan mail art, which is a new one. I'm gonna. Oh, this is actually incredibly fitting for this week. Holy shit.
Oh,
You
boy.
nailed it. Okay, wait.
It'd be incredible if your fucking internet didn't
Yeah,
fucking
can your
suck.
fucking hamster? It's been like 30 minutes of your hamster just absolutely fucking it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, put the hamster back on the wheel.
Dude, you've been
Hamster's doing
cutting out for
fine.
like a solid.
Shut up. All right, here's the
Turn the
fan
microwave
art.
off.
Here's fan art from Andrew R.
I haven't seen it. What is it?
It's fan art.
Oh, shout out.
Hey,
It's
That's
us.
fucking sick.
Dude,
That's
holy
sick.
shit, it is us.
It is us. Isn't that crazy?
that's the exact same layout we have right
Dude,
now.
I know.
is the
That's
exact
what I'm
same
saying.
art.
It's like insanely fitting that came out this week.
Dude, holy shit. That's crazy.
I kind of
Those are
love
the
how
towers.
goofy it is.
Why is it so detailed, dude? What the fuck? Dude, why are you looking at my room and no! Stop it.
Where's the dog?
No,
He's
no,
missing the
no,
dog.
no.
Dude, he got Buckers in there. Dude, I love this. He's got friggin' Mark Martin behind Slap's goofy little thing.
We got all the
Kel's little-
die
He
cast
did
behind
not.
Cleaning
He
the.
thing.
didn't make the clock.
I love how goofy this is. This is fantastic. Dude, even has Rusty's like NASCAR Heat sticker back when that existed. He's got my little Ferrari thing. Ben with the curtain, which I guess is now old meta.
Yeah, Ben got rid of the curtain just for that.
That's gonna
And
be my new
Cody's
profile
DeWalt
picture.
hood.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
change my
y'all are
profile
already
pic.
having 50,000 die casts back there.
That's how it is.
Have
What do
you
you mean?
seen the wall? That's how it
It's the
is.
same. Listen, I see
hilarious.
no difference at all.
When
Thank
does
you, Andrew.
Rusty have a Bulbasaur?
All right, Caleb.
movie on?
I wore it once.
It was
there
there was an
a
episode.
gift. Yeah, I wore it. I literally just once.
That's
And it
hilarious.
was a Seattle Mariners cap.
Yep, he's worn that.
Nice.
That's great.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome. Thank you.
That's one of the best things we've ever received. Anyway, here's his
That's the
whole actual
thumbnail. There's
email.
the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail.
Yeah, just put all the dudes on there.
Oh, that actually would be pretty good. I might do that. All right. Andrew R is actually
This
email
podcast is
says,
getting released on Tuesday.
Good evening, all y'all. On episode 91, our good friend Harley Payne asked, "What's your favorite old school sports uniform?" Oh God, we're gonna hear a bunch of Australian shit, aren't we? He says, "Heads up, I live in Australia. We have our own insane version of football, which predates soccer by 2 years and rugby by 12 years and American football by 61 years." I did not know that. I didn't know Aussie rules were so
Australia
old.
rules.
Yeah, Aussie rules football.
Yeah. Anyway, my team, the Hawthorne Hawks, play in Pooh Brown and Piss Yellow. I like it from a pure aesthetic point when they play the Geelong Cats in blue and white hoops. And there's attached
That's
pictures
really
of
weird.
oh, that's the wrong button. Of very old school, like the vertical stripes
Sounds
versus
like the
horizontal
Steelers,
stripes.
retros.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sick.
Kind of like how they're like more basketball like than football like. Sleeveless
Have you
jerseys.
guys ever watched Australian rules football? It's fucking
It's based.
crazy
Yeah,
as
it's
shit.
It's great.
Trace is a fan of that. I know that. He put me on Aussie rules way back.
Why does
in the day.
Australia have all the good sports?
Whoa.
Sports
I'm gonna need you to
uniforms
chill out.
follow roughly the same rules as flags, where simple is best. And the most classic uniforms, in my opinion, are simple colors like the red of Liverpool, Brazil's yellow kit, or the most famous kit in all of sports, the All Blacks of New Zealand. Thank you from Andrew R. P.S. The 49ers helmets in gold are excellent.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
Valid.
based. Simple uniforms are better. Oh god. Okay, we got a Harley Payne double email, and the second email says to not read the first part of the first email.
Can we read it and
Oh,
make
wow.
fun of him?
Well, it's Jover.
Yeah, sure. All right. He says, "Hey Shrimps, to answer the question from last week, as far as I'm aware, you have to wrap the Gen 7 car, but you can paint the wrap afterwards. NASCAR wants the surface to be removable so they can look at what's underneath." Oh, okay. And his topic of discussion is, everyone has their brief lapses in judgment, especially NASCAR and Fox. When was a time you took way too long to figure out something that should have been obvious to you? For me, I graduated high school 2 years ago and only figured out this year that the awful smell in the air every time I was driving to and from campus was the asphalt being poured for a new gas station in a neighborhood nearby. When was a time that you took way too long to figure out something that should have been obvious to you? I actually have a great answer for this.
Okay,
All right, go first.
Until I was like an actual like 23 or 4-year-old adult, I did not realize that the exit signs corresponded to like miles or kilometers. I literally thought it was just counting the number of exits on the highway.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Instead of it being like, oh, exit 14 is like 7 miles away from exit 7. I was like, oh, there's just a lot of exits on the highway.
To that note, did you know at least in the U.S. all the interstates are like?
I knew that. That's the thing is I'd at least seen like the CGP Grey YouTube video where he was like, here's the interstate system, and it's like basically a grid kind of, except for some exceptions. But it just never clicked in my head that the exits were actually numbered by like distance.
I actually have a similar one. It took me forever to realize what, like, if you're driving on the interstate, what exit only means. I thought forever that exit only was like, if you want to get off at this spot, this is the only exit to get off at. Until like I actually started driving, realizing that it just meant that the lane was like an exit only. Like it took way too long for me to figure that out, and I felt so stupid when I figured it out. I was like, dude, I'm literally the word.
Sensitivity training.
Does anyone else have anything like that where you're just like, oh, I'm stupid, I should have known that?
Probably, but I'm too stupid, so I'll think about it later.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, usually like when I have like that moment, I try to bury it in my memory. That way I'm just like, nope, I always knew that. I'm the smartest boy in the world.
Never been wrong. What were we saying, Caleb? What's the worst? Okay.
Okay.
The last email comes in from Nickman, who says, I was considering asking a question about who the worst current Cup Series driver is. However, I saw that Cody Ware is coming back, so that question answers itself. Yeah, I did.
Has his credentials been reinstated?
He got reinstated at the start of the year,
last year,
and he is announced to be back in the car at Talladega.
Oh God.
Anyways, if you
hide
ever
your wives,
if you ever
or else he gonna beat him.
Jesus Christ. Well, it'll be the only thing he beats because you can't beat a driver on track. Anyways, if you ever want to know when a NASCAR fan started watching, all you have to do is ask them their thoughts. Are you slow? All you have to do is ask them their thoughts on the COT and tandem drafting. And if you want to get more recent, just ask them about Jimmy Johnson going 3 wide with a blown engine in the final laps of the 2017 Brickyard 400.
That is the
Guaranteed.
most overhyped move in the history of NASCAR, dude.
Yeah.
That is like, he literally spun out 2 seconds later. That wasn't cool.
Yeah.
It was
Like, no
cool.
one cares. No, it wasn't.
Here's the only cool thing Jimmy's ever done.
No, the only
Sure.
cool thing Jimmy's ever done is crashed in that Pocono wall and died like he deserved.
Jesus Christ. Wasn't he in the car at Texas? Did he do literally anything?
No, dude.
His only on-screen time was like bodying Larson for like 30th for no fucking
Oh yeah, he
reason.
did
And then-
And he
bounce off
spun.
Larson a bunch.
And then he was
Yeah,
just never
Larson
showing-
and
yeah.
Jimmy were both.
I'm just
washed.
imagining, I'm just imagining like Jimmy Johnson, old man, like seeing his old car go by him, and he just gets like pissed, like tears like are coming out of his eyes. He's like, "Fuck, that should have been goddamn me," and then he just fucking wrecks down into him.
It's impressive his like past
He's on his Richard Petty
prime
arc, dude.
fall off and his escapade. He went to IndyCar for like, he was like, oh, I'm gonna do just the road courses, sucked at them all. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do road courses and the ovals, sucked at them all. Comes back to NASCAR, I'm gonna do just some like 4 races, sucked at them. I'm gonna do a few more races, still sucks.
Look, he's living his life. He's racing the races that he wants to race.
Yeah, okay.
Let him enjoy his
Sit there in
life.
that silence.
Riding in
Some-
30th.
Some drivers have respect for their own legacies, but anyway, that was unfortunately the last email we got, and this is unfortunately the last ever episode we'll ever get. So
It's Joe.
Is it dead?
it is deceased.
What the fuck?
Unless you have something else you want to talk about. I only have one title written down, and it is the NASCAR Purge, which is Slap's big bit about unpersoning certain
Bags
NASCAR.
over heads.
But just flag bags over the hedge. We just like roll up unmarked van with a sliding door, and we just get them.
Dude, the family could actually do that because the family runs it. It's not like a thing, you know? The family can just do it. So if you infiltrate the family, Slap, you could.
No one cares about WWE.
Yeah, Rusty. Wrestling's not real.
Dude,
What?
Was that a wrestling?
We're talking
bit?
about doing this for real in Minecraft.
What is blood waffling about?
I don't know what anyone's waffling about. We are not built for this.
Can
Are we
I have
calling
this
this-
Honestly,
title?
that's
Yeah,
honestly the
can we-
best title.
Can we,
It's not built for this.
like, yeah, you realize you're not built for this.
All right, done.
Yeah, not built for this.
You're not built
We
for
are
this.
not built for this.
We are not built for this. All right, see you never. If this episode ever goes up.
I've been crazy. Oh.
So long. Salutations.
Oh god damn it, we didn't do the thing.
What thing? We're still on. What do you want to say?
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say. that we,
Just take it back
you
to
remember?
us.
Yeah.
Oh, just you guys putting your end screens up. All right, we're out of here. Bye.
Longest outro in Shrimp Hours history.